Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 29th Annual Sedona Film Festival. This is Carol Kahn coming to you live from Yavapai College. Yavapai College is one of our sponsors, along with Northern Arizona Healthcare, BMO Bank, Goldenstein Gallery, and the City of Sedona. We'd also like to thank all of our sponsors, including our hoteliers, restaurateurs, and all of our volunteers who have participated in this year's film festival. And joining me now is no stranger to the film festival at all, Patrick Schweiss.
Hey,
Hello.
Carol. Hello, hello.
You know,
We get to sit.
I've been sitting
And sitting and talking.
and talking and memorizing and I don't know, and hopefully not embarrassing myself.
You've been doing very well.
Oh,
We've been watching.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble now. Well, it's so good to have you here.
Thank
It's
you.
fun watching you, actually. We're like all little voyeurs watching our leader. And I've loved watching you with Jacqueline Bissett.
Oh,
So, yes.
what a beautiful moment.
Yes.
It was that I don't usually get shook very easily on stage, but that moment, I don't know what it was. I realized I'm on the stage with greatness. Here's a woman with a nearly 6-decade career, and she's probably, if not the biggest celebrity I've ever hosted in my 19 years of running the festival. If not the biggest, one of the top 5 biggest that I've hosted. And when she didn't want to let go of that award we presented, and then she didn't want to let go of me, I'm like, I didn't even know what to say. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful moment with her.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Liz didn't get jealous, did she?
I don't think she did, but she probably would have been like, take him.
Now.
Yeah.
Take him now.
You can have him.
Well, we had like a really great moment here, which is probably going to be the first in the film festival. She was flanked by Christopher, one of her directors, and Russell.
Right.
And she was right in the middle. And so I told her I was jealous. I said, I'm really jealous because you are flanked by 2 handsome men. And so by the time it was over, like our interview was almost over, she's like, do you want to sit here? And I said, yeah. And so she sat here and I sat between them.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so I think maybe next year we can do a little role reversal.
I think
we
so,
can have
too.
people like interviewing us. I think.
What?
Yeah,
We're due for that. It's time.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Tim Daly. Tim Daly's like, what are we going to talk about? I go, I don't know. You can interview me if you want to. I don't know.
I love that.
I was like, we're just going to wing it and see what happens.
That's right. Exactly. Well, you do pretty well winging it.
Well, and he was like one good-looking guy. I told him my story about George Clooney that I got Gaga. Thank God I didn't become Gaga over
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure what.
I kind of have a man crush on him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's good looking. Nice guy. I really like it. We've got a really wonderful group of celebrities this year that are all not only really talented in front of the camera, they're nice and genuine human beings.
Yeah.
All of them. So we're very, very fortunate, and we're hearing that from around the festival. Everybody's saying the same thing, that what a genuine group of people that they are, and how giving of their time. I mean, last night's Q&A with White Irish Drinkers was phenomenal, with Stephen Lang and Peter Riegert and Karen Allen and John Gray and Melissa from the film. And it was just magical to watch them all come together, and it was a reunion, and it was a love fest, and they answered so many wonderful questions from our audience. And that's what everyone's been. Jacqueline was amazing this week at that. Lasse Hallström and Lena Olin opening night. It just set the tone for the whole festival.
I know we have some amazing people that come here like year after year. Like John, for example, who was
Right.
the producer of that film you were just talking about.
John Gray, great
Yes.
director.
Oh my gosh, he's been, and his wife Melissa.
Right.
They're a team. The dynamic duo is what I want to call them. But I think this is John's 4th year, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, are you going to come back again next year? He's like, I'm trying to hurry up to get the
Yeah.
film done.
He makes so many short films and so many wonderful films every year. And of those, the 4 times that he's been here, 3 of the 4 times he's won the top award with his films. So he just keeps producing. And Peter Riegert said it best last night. He considers him having these O. Henry moments.
Yeah.
All of his films have a twist. You can expect a twist in the middle, in the end, something that you don't see coming, something you're not expecting. And he's really talented as a writer and a director. And Melissa produces all of his films, and they make a great, like you said, the dynamic duo.
Yeah, I know. It was so enlightening because even when they were sitting here in the media room with Karen and Peter and Stephen, it was just like old home week. And even Tim said, it was great to see them again. And it's like really neat because None of them at any time, and sometimes we have like actors or actresses here that kind of keep to themselves or don't want to
Right,
participate.
right.
Man, they have participated in just about everything, and that's where I look at it and measure. Like these people are like genuine and unique, and I love that. Like you
Right,
fall in love
right.
with them instantly, not because of their fame, but because of them as people. You get to see
Exactly.
them as people.
And I think we're going to see the same thing too with Judd Hirsch. Here's an Academy Award nominee. In 2 weeks, he's at the Oscars, being nominated for Steven Spielberg's The Fablemans. And when I called the filmmaker Lee for Rally Caps and said, "We love your film. It's an amazing, amazing film. We love your film." And to us, the filmmakers are the stars. I mean, we are honoring the filmmakers. But when you have a big name like a Judd Hirsch and Amy Smart in this film, your natural inclination is to say, "So what's it going to take to get Judd here?" And they hear that all the time. And I said to him, I said, "So what do you think it'll take to get Judd here?" And he said, "Well, it's likely he's going to get the Oscar nomination for The Fablemans, and then they'll have him on the press junket and doing the tour." And of course, then he did get that Oscar nomination. And Judd and his wife Catherine reached out to us and said, "We would love to come and support this film."
Wow.
I mean, that's the kind of people that they are, and that's how all of these celebrities have been this year. So it's really going to be wonderful to have him here, and hopefully it'll be from the red rocks to the red carpet to the golden Oscar for him. So
I love that.
Yeah, isn't that
You always
cool?
have a way with words. And I watch you. We're sitting here in
Thank
the
you.
media room, and we have to ask questions. But I watch you on stage, and I watch you do the interviews, and you ask amazing questions.
Thank you.
And I'm really impressed. So maybe next year you can sit here, and I can
Yeah,
go
no.
over there.
The camera adds 10 pounds. I'd rather be in person on stage.
Ah, shucks, I tried it.
You can dream, Carol. I'm not giving up my day job. You can keep yours. That's
No,
it.
I
You
love
got it.
my day
So,
job. I do. If you look
Yeah.
at my Facebook post, I said I love my job.
Yeah, exactly. And it's obvious.
Yes,
It's
I
very
do.
cool.
I love it. So thank you.
You're
And so talk to me a minute about some of the films, because every single year, sometimes and not done on purpose, but there is usually themes that carry. This year, I really haven't seen a theme at all for like any of the films. Like typically
Right.
we have them, but this
Right.
year doesn't seem
Yeah,
that way.
we like you said, we don't consciously do a themed festival. We just want to show the best independent films from around the world, and whatever that develops, sometimes there's kind of an internal theme. And this year there really isn't one, and we're really seeing this wonderful diversity of even the voting for audience choice. I mean, it is all over the board. It's so many top films, and every year we say, how are we going to top the previous festival? And every year our audience says, how in the world are you going to top this festival? It doesn't get better than this. And from day 2 or 3, people were coming up saying, if we left today, we will have felt this was worth it because we just saw some extraordinary films. And it's continued all the way on. Here we're in day 6 now. And it's just every day there's more and more top vote getters jockeying in those positions for the Audience Choice Awards. So it's a really wonderful, stellar year. The best lineup of docs I think we've ever had, the best lineup of narratives we've ever had. Farewell, Mr. Halfman has won the award, I think, in almost every festival it's played in around the world. It's doing incredibly well. It was just beautiful to hear the silence in our theater at the end of that film. Of Medicine and Miracles, the documentary. Someone actually screamed in the Q&A this morning, if you all don't vote a 5 for this, then we're going to come after you. Like, an audience member said that. They felt that film needed, and they cry multiple times through the film. So it's a really wonderful year for emotion. And a really wonderful year. We actually have some comedies in the lineup, which are rare. So it's just been a really stellar year, actually.
Yeah, I've loved watching a lot of the films and also interviewing some of the filmmakers. We were talking about even Graham, who did the film with Tim Daly, all through the night. And I didn't interview Graham, Tanya did, but I watched the interview. And I was so impressed, and this is one of the things I asked Tim, was that, here's someone just starting out who doesn't really know exactly the ropes yet or anything like that. And then you have someone like Tim Daly say, yes, I'll do it. And, how does that make a young filmmaker feel? And that's just the instance in Tim Daly and what he is
Right.
working with young filmmakers and wanting them to succeed. And for me, sitting in this seat and watching filmmakers year after year after year, I get to see the first-time filmmakers. I
Right.
get to see them come back again with another film. I get to see the relationships that we develop even with them throughout the years and
That's right.
cheering them on. And so it's just a beautiful it's just a beautiful thing. It's the film festival, yes, which brings us all together and makes that connection, but it's what happens after through the
It
years.
is. It is, and really, and it's also the connections that they make here and go on to work with each other. It's so fun here in the VIP lounge and at the workshops to see them all kind of start to form these little pods and these little groups, and they start to go to the events together, and then they start talking about their next projects together, and it's so fun to see kind of first-time filmmakers and or the world premiere of their film. You know, they're probably one of my most favorite moments in 19 years happened on Sunday night when we had the world premiere of Silent Life, Vladislav Kozlov's new film. He was so nervous. I introduced the film, and I went up back out in the lobby while the film started running, and he came out on the balcony of the lobby, and he literally looked like he was just going to throw up.
Oh.
He was so nervous. He was so scared to see the film and see how people reacted to it. It's his baby.
Yeah.
And we were the premiere, and we were like, do you need wine? Do you need a beer? Do you need Valium? What do you need? And he was just so nervous. And at the end of the film, when the audience was screaming for him, and we brought him up on stage, he shook as I hugged him. And he was literally shaking about how exciting it was for him to experience this. So it's those moments you live for. It's those moments that, you know, you have the potential to change a filmmaker's life. You have a potential to be the thing that launches them on their journey. And it was magical, absolutely magical.
I love that. And also, you know, the filmmakers themselves, they talk about how well they're treated here. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They're like, we want to come back again.
Oh, yeah. I was at the party at the Enchantment last night, and within 5 minutes, I walked from one group of people talking to them to another one. And the first one had said, I've only been here a half a day. I've been in 100 other film festivals, and already in this half day, your festival has treated us better than any other one we've attended. Then I walked out the door as I was kind of making my way to the exit, and met another filmmaker who said, I'm fairly new on the circuit. We've done 9 festivals, and I've only been here 2 days, and already yours has blown everybody else's away. So, you know, we take pride in that. It's not just me. We've got an amazing staff, amazing group of volunteers. This community comes together, you know, donating their hotel rooms, donating the food in the VIP lounge. We get so much support. We're the largest sponsor-supported organization in Sedona and largest member-supported organization in Sedona. They feel the love when they come here. They feel it from our audiences. They feel it from our community. They feel it from all of us. And it's kind of a little love fest. We like that.
I know. I love that. And I love you.
Love you
Thank
dearly.
you so much for all your hard work. Thank you for everything that you've done to make
You're
this
welcome.
successful and one of the biggest events in Sedona.
Thank you. Thanks,
thank
Carol.
you.
See you at the movies.
Oh, you'll see me.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see me before, after, during.
And then we'll collapse next week.
Yes, exactly.
There you go. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here and talking with us. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors and volunteers. And just like Pat said, we're just so appreciative of everybody. And don't forget to follow us live on Facebook. And if you're going to hashtag, it is SIFF23 and Sedona Film Fest 23. And we are signing off for today, and we will see you again in the morning. So thank you so much for being with us.